If you're after something different from your Telecaster without radically changing the look, then a single coil-sized humbucker in a bridge might just be the mod for you. In this video, I'm going to be comparing two Tele bridge humbuckers, the Dimarzio Chopper T and the Little 59 by Seymour Duncan. Which is the right one for you? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Alexis, welcome to Alexis Guitars. Let me give you a quick rundown of the two pickups we're comparing today. Both pickups have ceramic magnets, but the Chopper T from Dimarzio has a lower output with 9.19k ohms, whereas the Little 59 from Seymour Duncan comes in at 17.7. The Chopper T's tone chart shows an emphasis on the mids and balanced lows and highs, whereas the Little 59's tone chart shows less high end and the description says that there's a scooped mid-range. Swapping out a single coil for a humbucker brings up the question what pot values to use. Now the Dimarzio website says that the Chopper T can be used with 250k pots for a warmer tone or 500k pots for a brighter tone. Now as that's true of pretty much any passive pickup, I'm going to be comparing both values in this video as well. To do this, I wired up the guitar with a concentric pot. Now for those of you that don't know what that is, it's basically two pots stacked on top of each other, and I chose one with two different values. So the lower knob here, that controls the 500k pot, and the upper knob up here, that controls the 250k pot. This wiring meant I didn't have to wire up the guitar 4 times just for this YouTube video. Now don't get me wrong, I love making YouTube videos, but sometimes you gotta work smart, not hard. Now for those of you wondering about the lack of a tone pot, my understanding is that the volume knob actually has more influence. And in my pickup comparison videos, I normally just leave the tone knob all the way up. So for the purposes of this comparison video, I don't think a tone pot is necessary. On to the actual comparison now. There's going to be 3 sound tests: clean, mid-gain, and high-gain. Use the timestamps in the description below or the chapters feature to jump to whichever section you're particularly interested in. I used the same guitar, I set the pickups up to the same height, and I even used the exact same strings apart from the high E which snapped on me as I was swapping the pickups out, so I had to replace that one. I also used the same amp settings for the respective sound tests with no post EQ. Please also bear in mind that for the clean test, I used the clean channel of my orange TH30, but I had the volume up quite high. I have a feeling that the higher output of the Little 59 pushed that into breakup a little bit. So the clean isn't 100% clean, but that's a price to pay when you're doing these comparisons with the exact same settings. Check the description below for a bit more information about the sound test. Please let me know in the comments which pickup you prefer and why. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing so you don't miss more content like this in the future. Okay, on to the tones. So that was the Little 59 and the Chopper T back to back. Let me know in the description below which one you preferred and why, and also if you had a preference for pot values. I found this sound test really helpful for me to hear the difference between these two pickups, and also so I know which one to put in a guitar in the future for a specific purpose. For the cleans, I could definitely hear the higher output of the Little 59 because it was pushing the amp even more than the Chopper T was, and it also lost a little bit of that high-end clarity. It might be great for jazzy or warmer blues tones, but the higher end that the Chopper T gave makes it a bit more usable for me and my style of playing. Now the gain tests were more interesting for me, first of all because I normally play with gain or overdrive as opposed to a pure clean tone, but also because in the gain tests, I don't really think that one is better than the other. It's more a case of both pickups being suited for different things. Both sounded great though. The Chopper T's brightness made it sound more crisp, a bit tighter maybe, and the mid-push while retaining those highs made it perfect for riffs. The Chopper T's lead tone sounded a bit more cutting, a bit more aggressive than the warmer Little 59. Now we're talking about tone, so it's obviously so subjective, but I would rather have the 500k pots just to allow that bit of extra brightness in, especially for the Little 59, which is quite a dark pickup in itself. Actually, for the Little 59, I might even consider a 1 meg pot, or actually one of those no load pots, just to allow as much brightness through as I can. Overall, for rock tones, which I imagine is why many would choose a humbucker in a bridge position, I think both sound great. I do worry about the Little 59 cutting through in a mix or a band situation. I have actually tried a Little 59 live a few times. This was years ago in another guitar, but each time I used it, I found that the guitar sat so quietly in the mix. Now I haven't used the Little 59 in this guitar in a band setting, so I can't say if it's a pattern, but definitely from the warmth I could hear, it's something that I would absolutely need to EQ out either from the amp or from other pedals. That's just my opinion though, so let me know yours in the comments below. If you want to check out more of my pickup comparison videos, check out the Seymour Duncan Strat pickup comparison I did. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for me for today. Till next time.